In this lesson, I'm going to be talking about what everyone is interested in, which is going to be the finance disciplines as well as career opportunities in finance. Okay. This is the goal for going to college to major in finance. Is to get a job, right? To start a career in finance and hopefully have it be very successful. So, I want to start with the most obvious one, which is going to be corporate finance. Okay, corporate finance is the most common, career in finance. This is where most people get started. This is the easiest to get into because there are a lot of corporations that are always looking for financial analysts. Okay, now, this involves managing the financial activities of a business, including financial planning, capital budgeting, investment analysis, and risk management. As you can see, there are different things that go into working in a corporate finance job. So, what are some of the jobs that you can find in corporate finance, right? So, you have, like I said before, financial analyst, which is the most common. You can find a financial analyst in any company that has a finance department. From there, you might move up to financial manager. You also have people that work as treasurers. You also have, even at the highest levels of finance, you have the CFOs of companies. Okay. Now, that's corporate finance. Now, the next one is going to be investment banking, which is kind of like the prestigious version of finance careers, where if you go into investment banking, you're going to be working a lot of hours. You are going to be making a lot more money starting off as compared to any other finance jobs, for entry level jobs. Now, what is investment banking? So it involves providing financial advisory services, underwriting securities, and facilitating mergers and acquisitions. Now, you're gonna have, in terms of in the jobs that you can find in investment banking, you have your investment banking analysts, right, which are gonna be also called investment bankers, right? These are entry level jobs into investment banking, and there's obviously different levels within that job. You might be an analyst two, you might be an associate, you might be, you move up that ladder, but that is going to be the most common job in investment banking. Now, you also have mergers and acquisition analysts, also known as M&A analysts. You also have, a corporate finance associate. These are all jobs that you can find in investment banking. Now, the next one is going to be financial planning and wealth management. So I don't really see a lot of people go into this anymore, but it is a path you can take in finance. This involves helping individuals and families manage their personal finance, plan for retirement, and make investment decisions. So this is where you're gonna find people like you're going to find people like financial planning and wealth management planner, such as financial planners, financial advisors, such as, those are kind of like the entry levels. But you also have people that are wealth managers, that run family offices. So if the Walmart family, the family that owns Walmart, they probably have a family office manager who is a wealth manager, who kind of like allocates their resources, investments, deals with, with investments as well as retirements, as well as kind of like, insurance policies and things like that. Anything that is money related, that's going to be your wealth manager. And like I said before, you also have people that are investment advisors as well, which is most common. Actually, there's a lot of investment advisors everywhere. You can go to a bank that they're going to have investment advisors. Now, the next one's going to be financial markets and trading. Okay, so this involves working in financial markets, buying and selling financial instruments such as stocks, bonds, commodities, as well as currencies. Now we're talking about Wall Street. People that go to Wall Street, they work on a trading desk. These are the types of people that work in financial markets and trading. Now, when it comes to the jobs that you can find in financial markets and trading, this is where you're gonna find your traders, right? People that are actually trading stocks. You're gonna find your stockbrokers. You're gonna find portfolio managers. You're gonna find risk managers. Now, the next one is gonna be risk management. Now, every company has a risk management department, especially companies that are dealing with money, like financial institutions. institutions, they have risk management departments. So risk management involves identifying, assessing, and managing financial risk faced by individuals and organizations. Now, when it comes to the jobs that you can find in risk management, you're going to have a risk analyst, you're going to have credit analysts, you're going to have insurance underwriters, you're going to have risk managers, right? So these are all similar jobs, but you work with different data. But essentially, your job is to manage risk. Now, the next one is going to be corporate treasury. So this involves managing a company's cash flow, liquidity, as well as financial risk. Now, the jobs you're going to find in this, you're going to find a treasury analyst, you're going to find a cash manager, and you're going to find a treasury manager. So a lot of the jobs in here are going to be, treasury analysts that are working with, the company's cash flow. They're working with, financial risk, and you have the manager that kind of like oversees everything. Now, the next one is going to be financial consulting. This involves providing financial advisory services to businesses or individuals, including financial analysis, restructuring, strategic planning. Now, some of the jobs that you are going to find in financial consulting include financial consultant, financial analyst, and management consultant. So this is where we're going to the big four consulting firms. All the jobs that you find over there under their finance umbrella are going to be those financial consulting jobs. Now, the next one is going to be financial research and analysis. Okay. Now, this involves conducting research and analysis on financial markets, companies, and investment opportunities. So this is essentially a research job where you are just looking at data and researching. Okay. Now, the jobs that you are going to find in financial research and analysis are going to be kind of like divided by the type of data you're looking into. These include jobs like a research analyst, credit analyst, market research analyst, and there's so many jobs that you can find within financial research and analysis because there's so much financial data that needs to be researched and analyzed, and that can be your job. Now, the next one is going to be insurance and risk assessment. So this involves working in the insurance industry, assessing and underwriting risk for individual businesses. Now, you're going to find jobs such as insurance underwriter, actuary, and a risk analyst. Now, the next one's going to be academia and research, right? So we're going back to research now. So this involves teaching in finance, conducting research in academic institutions or think tanks. So this is where you might need your PhD to become a college professor, or you just become a researcher, or you become an economist. So as you can see, there are different disciplines and career opportunities in finance. And as for all of those, I have been in two of those disciplines. The first one was actually in risk management. I worked in risk management for one of the big four consulting firms, and within risk management, I worked as a financial crimes analyst, right? So that's essentially looking into money laundering, looking into terrorist financing, anything that can be defined as a financial crime. Those are things that we're looking into, right? I did that for a while. That was fun. I learned a lot, and that was within, consulting. So I was going from different clients, which were banks, payment processors. So that was a great time. Now, what I actually enjoy doing more, which is what I'm currently doing and what I've done for longer, is working in the insurance industry on the risk side of things. So what I do now is supervise and train a group of analysts, which is the most amazing job ever in finance. Now, I might even explore other disciplines in finance as I move up my career. And these are all connected in a sense that you have to be able to look at financial data and be able to analyze that data. So that is pretty much it for this lesson. I'll see you guys on the next one.